Now, Friday Night Blitz on NewsWatch 12.
Welcome on in to another week of Friday Night Blitz. Daryl, I'm so excited for this, and we are so happy to have you here. I'm Luke Doughton.
And I'm Daryl Green. We've got another great slate of games to go. Let's hop on into Wilsonville versus North Medford.
And Wilsonville, they got one of the top 5A quarterbacks in the state. A tough task for this North Medford squad. Also, Breast Cancer Awareness Night, all the students in pink. Black Tornado down at half. They need to get a big play on defense because Wilsonville starts with the ball, and it's Samson Valuya with the sack, forces a fourth down.
And you see right here on the ensuing possession, Valuya gets the screen, carries the pile. And I mean, look at that strength. He's determined.
Wheels keep turning there, bro. Legs keep moving. However, they're unable to convert. And so, again, it's time for Wilsonville on offense. But there's Cayman Ragu with the one-handed pick.
And great field possession right there after the pick. But North Medford cannot convert on fourth down. Wilsonville takes this one, 17-6.
A close game there, but we're going to stay in the 6A, Daryl. This time, we have a rival matchup, Grants Pass, welcoming South Medford.
And I want to get quickly on this Grants Pass offense. They had an insane performance against South Salem last week, putting up 63 points. We already talked about Trayton Powers' record-breaking night with 362 yards on the ground, 5 total touchdowns. But another caveman also set a school record. James Traylor put up 250 yards and 3 touchdowns in the win over the Saxons. Traylor telling me he had no idea how great this performance was until after the game.
I was honestly really surprised because it didn't seem like that much because I only had about I think 8 catches. And the first person I went to tell was my grandma because she's one of my biggest supporters.
We can't forget about Jordan Rosetta either, who quietly threw for 307 yards and 3 touchdowns as well. The Panthers, they're going to have their hands full in this game tonight. Grants Pass head coach Matt Kennedy telling us, though, that South Medford, they control the game way better than South Salem. So let's go ahead and get into those highlights.
And Coach Kennedy's saying they control the game way better, but South Medford came out here with a strong game plan. And you see they kick it off with a long drive, but couldn't convert. In the next drive, McConnell Brown scores right here.
Daryl, if we know anything about this Grants Pass offense, it's that they score. They answer with this Breivik Hill wide receiver sweep for a touchdown.
And I mean, you see how many tackles that he broke right there. And surprisingly, once the game reached 7-7, the Grants Pass offense making costly mistakes. Elijah Ingram, deep pass interception on Jordan Rosetta.
And speaking of mistakes, Daryl, Grants Pass, they are going to make another on special teams. Field goal, bad snap, and guess who's there to dive on it? South Medford Panthers.
And Grants Pass not as explosive in this one, but they'll pull it out 21-7 and get a big-time win.
So now they're moving to, I believe, 4-1 in the conference, so they're looking good in that 6A conference. But it's time for some 5A action. Churchill visiting Crater. Both teams undefeated in conference play so far. The Comets, they're fresh off a 42-0 win against Eagle Point, and Churchill fresh off a 42-18 win over Springfield.
And Lucas Ganson and TJ Wright connecting on the deep ball, but just short of the end zone.
And this sets up Ganson here for a QB keeper, just barely able to stick that ball over the end line, and Churchill has a lead.
In the comments, they answer right back. Terrius Allen, a name we've heard before, punches it in.
He's a tough runner, physical runner, and he's hyping the crowd up here. After the touchdown, though, the Lancers, they start to take over. Lucas Babbitt, he's the leading rusher in touchdowns and yards in 5A. Finding the end zone, a very patient runner there waiting for his blocks.
In the next Lancer possession, it's Babbitt again. He finds the end zone, and I mean, you see how many tackles that he's breaking? 21-7 for the Lancers.
However, that hot start is not enough. Crater gets a last-second field goal to take this one, 37-6. And now let's go ahead. We're going to head over to Eagle Point. They're hosting South Eugene. Both of these teams, they're looking to bounce back after losing last week. They're also looking for their first wins on the year.
And moving to the third quarter, Eagle Point leading 22-6. South Eugene with the possession. Running back Rocco Higby. He's going to earn the first down here. And I mean, that is a good running back. You see the spin move, big first down. In the very next drive, Eagle Point quarterback Mason Devery makes a pass to Caden Fiebigger for the first down.
Yeah, Eagle Point, they're starting to get it going here. Same drive. He's going to hand it off to Octavio Garcia, who earns a big first down here for the Eagles, and it's just going to keep setting up that offense.
And the pass here gets them closer to the end zone. In the very next play, Devery throws a passing touchdown to Ethan Metcalf. Eagle Point dominates the Axis as they go on to win 42-6.
Huge game for your first win winning like that. But we've got ourselves a shootout and a lot of arm talent on display in our next game. So let's go ahead and head to Ashland. It's our game of the week, North Bend visiting the Grizz. And let's get into those highlights.
And Colton Hernandez right here on the very first play finds Cole Awadamo for his second touchdown. The Grizz up 13-7.
And North Bend, they're going to even it up. It is a back and forth game in this one. But Hernandez, next time on the field, he's going to find David Carter for the lead. A beautiful pass there in between the two high safeties. And they're cooking now.
Yeah, and the next drive right here, North Bend gets 2 unanswered touchdowns before Hernandez finds Carter again for 6. And I mean, again, making defenders miss.
We've heard Carter's name twice now. Daryl, do you think we're going to hear it again? Yes, we are. A little play action there. And Carter, he's wide open. But the Grizz, they can't hold on in this one, unfortunately. North Bend takes the shootout, 47-39.
And Mazama visiting a top-tier 4A program in the Marshfield Pirates, and the Vikings unfortunately fall. The final, 49-6, Marshfield.
We travel back to Grants Pass for a 4A matchup between Henley and Hidden Valley. Both these teams are looking to get back in the win column after losing last week. So let's go ahead and get into those highlights again. Hidden Valley just has one of the nicest football fields in Southern Oregon. William Baines, he's trying to get things going with a short pass to Lawson O'Leary. The Henley defense having none of it.
And you see those defenders rallying, and right here, this play showcasing the theme of the Mustangs' night. A snap over Kelton Davis's head. He eventually picks it up, but gets taken down by Derek Cox.
He did break a few tackles there, just way back there. So Henley, they're up 47-0 at this point late in the game, and they're letting the youth shine. It's Derek Cox again. And he is going to run up the sideline, break a tackle, pushed out of bounds.
And to no surprise, Derek Cox, again, the Hornets call on the sophomore one more time here, and he's going to deliver for Hidden Valley. Big touchdown.
And that's going to cap off the score in this one. Henley cruises to a big victory over the Mustangs.
And Cole Keel pulling out a victory over Brookings Harbor in this one. This one pushes them to 3-2 and gives them much needed momentum in the season.
I mean, they just got destroyed by Phoenix last week, who had a bye week this week. Cascade Christian, though, they earn another statement victory in Klamath Falls with a 69-0 win over the Pelicans. They're undefeated for the year. Coming up next, though, we got some more highlights, including a 2A tussle tonight. So join us back here. Also, don't forget, Play of the Week coming up. We're going to meet the winner from last week and the nominees from this week.
And there's always...
Welcome back to Friday Night Blitz on NewsWatch 12.
Welcome back to Friday Night Blitz. We've got a few more games to cover, Luke.
We're going to start, though, with Rogue River High School hosting St. Mary's. Both teams, they're looking for a win. Again, kind of similar. A lot of teams playing each other that lost last week. So let's go ahead and get into those highlights.
And right here in the first quarter, 7-0 Rogue River lead. St. Mary's in the end zone. Quarterback Mason James, he's going to hand it off to Dom Harakansa. And he punches it in for 6.
The Crusaders, they go for 2, but again, Gianni Gervasi flex the ball for an incomplete pass, and the Chieftains, they remain with the lead 7-6.
And it's still the first quarter. We've already seen so much action, but less than 7 minutes to go right here comes Gervasi again to score a rushing touchdown, his second of the night, 13-6 Rogue River.
The Chieftains just back to the end zone on the ground. They're pounding the ball, and they're going to walk away with a huge win in this one. The final, 65-42.
And Myrtle Point, right here in this one, defending home turf against a quality opponent with a 22-6 victory over Gold Beach. They now sit at 4-1 on the year.
We're gonna hop over to Lost River and Culver. Lost River, they go to Culver's house, and they make like their mascot the Raider. They steal the win, 36-12.
In Prospect Charter, holding Riddle and the Panthers, they can't fight the Irish. Riddle takes it 28-8.
Now, we're all done with scores, Daryl, but we still have some highlights to get through.
And it's time for the play of the week. First, let's meet our winner from last week.
Elmore here at Jack Woodward Stadium with
Jordan Ambez. I'm about to be 17 years old in 2 weeks, and I'm a junior. I play receiver and DB, but I made the play of the week while playing linebacker.
To Freeman. Freeman with the football. Freeman running. And Freeman gets down. And he fumbles the football, and picking it up on the outside is Ambies, and he's going to take it, and he's got a head of steam, and there he goes. There's going to be no stopping him as he's got a shock of Pirates right in front of him.
It just popped out on the 5-yard line. Tell us what you remember about the play.
Was coming on a blitz, saw him go up in a hole. Number 4, Landon Hudson, hit him, and the ball just popped up, and I just saw the ball, and I just grabbed it and just started running.
I'd like to give you a compliment on your awareness. I was watching the play over. Actually, I have it. I thought it was interesting how you actually stood there. Your awareness is what I wanted to give you a compliment on, because you're standing there and you don't just dogpile. You're waiting. Did you see the ball come out?
Yes, I did. I just decided to sit to wait to see if someone else would grab it, but no one else did, and I just took the opportunity to grab it.
You came off the line pretty quick and slipped. 2 people came all the way around.
I just saw them down block. They picked up number 9 Eli Islos instead of me, which 70 should have probably picked me up on that blitz.
How do plays like this get the team going?
It just hypes them up, just makes us want to play together, and when something like this happens, it just makes the energy go way up.
I bet the energy was big, man. You had your guy was pushing you down the field. You took the ball from him at the 5-yard line, broke a tackle on the 21-yard line, and made a 95-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. Great play this week. You have anything else to say today?
Have a great day, and it's a great day to be a Pirate.
Congrats to our winners. Now it's time to go over the nominees. Mason Scott from Rogue River. He's going to get the interception, and check out this return. Helped set up one of those touchdowns in that big win. Break a tackle there. Does get kind of lit up there at the end, but that's a great play on defense.
You look like he was in the offense in the film room with the offense. And right here, Colton Hernandez to David Carter. That is a deep pass, and there's no one in coverage to stop that one.
Hernandez, 6 throwing touchdowns on the night, and Carter, he had 3 touchdown receptions. Now our last play goes to Cayman Ragu with that one-handed interception. I think he was moving across, away from the ball, able to turn back and grab that with that mitt there. A great defensive play, some great ones.
I mean, how do you contort your body like that?
Have a great night, everyone.